morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio network. Streaming live on Dockside Live Radio, Tiki Man Radio, and Western Maryland Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. We made it. That's what I'm talking about. Happy Friday to you, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous out there. And welcome to Friday. We made it. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. Let me see if I can get my buddy in here, Johnny B. How you doing this morning, brother?
Good morning, my southern brother from another mother. Happy Friday, and Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Oh, yeah, man. Valentine's Day, man. That's a promotional candy company thing started that years ago, and here we are. It's kind of like Father's Day. It's the most unappreciated day of the year, Father's Day is. But Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, it's all about the love of the woman.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one, but I will say, speaking of gifts, I got this in the mail.
Hey, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, I like that color, too. I don't have that color.
I tell you what, and, I'm sporting a Tiki Man shirt here today. I also got one of these. What could possibly go wrong with the Tiki Man?
Yeah, that's one of the new Uptown Whimsy. Yeah, Uptown Whimsy shirts that Nicole and Graham are working on, and hopefully we'll have that up and going. They're working on all kinds of designs and all kinds of different things they're doing for us. The Coastal Americana Radio Network T-shirts are out there as well, and hopefully we'll have that up and going by March.
Well, I tell you what, I want to send them a big thank you, but also I want to say a big thank you. These shirts are wonderful. They feel good. They fit well. Robin loves hers, and just thank you so much for the shirts. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that was one of the things I'm at. Listen, you gotta get Johnny a shirt, and for God's sake, send Robin one, or we'll never hear the end of it.
And speaking of shirts, I like what you're wearing today. Awesome, brother. I'll tell you what, you be styling on the island, son.
Yeah. Well, when I go to big events and dinners and stuff like that, when we're, on another island somewhere or whatever, I had these custom made, so I gotta walk in as the Tiki Man.
Oh my Lord! And they are. Does that say Tiki Man? I can't see on the screen.
It doesn't say Tiki, but it's got my Tiki emblems on it. The one. Let's see here. Yeah.
Check you out. You definitely styling on the island, brother. Oh my God!
This is the logo, the original logo that we used for the Escape to Paradise. It's the Tiki Man on a what's he doing? He's surfboard.
Oh my God. I like that. Now I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to go into the closet and start breaking out all my Hawaiian shirts and just change the background to a beach and call it a day.
That's right.
Here we are again.
It's all about the brand, Johnny. It's all about the brand. You gotta walk the talk,
I know it. Oh my Lord. There's so much going on in the world. I tell you what, but the weekend is here. It's time to have a beer. No doubt about it.
Yes, welcome to Friday, everybody, and hope everybody's doing fabulous out there. And we kind of threw everybody a curve. We're doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then we decided to just do Friday and hopefully pick up a sponsor. And we still have yet to do that. But we can bang out one show a week like it ain't nothing, and hopefully we'll get some contacts and get some information, get some people out there that's interested in this, and get it going, man. Because, whenever you've got a sponsor, man, it changes the whole complexity of the show. Just like Uptown Whimsy, we can talk about the store being open. So good morning, everybody down in Uptown Whimsy. in downtown Melbourne, and the shirts that they send, and it just changes the whole thing, man. So hopefully we can continue to knock that out. Sent out a lot of emails, talked to a few people this week, but what I really did was spend a lot of time on perfecting this podcast thing that I've been working on. And for those of you that don't know, the podcast is called The Space Between the Waves. And basically, it's the morning post that I take, and then I read it. And there's also a video version of this that I've been working on as well that's out going to different platforms. But wherever you get your podcasts, you can find those podcasts. They're very short, 2, 3, 4 minutes long.
Well, I tell you what, for anyone who's tuned in, check them out because I listen to them in the mornings. And today was perfect because you covered it may be delayed, but it's not denied.
That's right.
Okay. That's the truth. You may have been ready for something a long time ago. It hadn't got here yet. You haven't been denied. It's just been delayed for when the time is right. Period. I love that. I'm going to start calling you the Zen Tiki. That's what you should do. Zen Tiki. Zen Tiki. Oh, Zen Tiki.
Well, it's funny, man. I've been doing those for 15 years, but taking it to a podcast where I'm actually reading it, and I'm going back and revisiting some of them, I'm doing some that are current now, but I went back and done some other ones, where I had a lot of feedback on, or somebody sent me a private message, like, man, this was so important or whatever. Not everybody comments on Facebook. That's always a misconception.
Right.
And but I've learned so much. I'm pretty proud of all of that, and it's been very humbling to read them and then add some music to them, and then there's the video side of it. I want to play a couple of them during the show today on the video side if anybody hasn't seen them, and then maybe they can start following. I really need to get a lot of followers on the podcast side of it because it also promotes Tiki Man Radio. It promotes how to download the app, the books, all that. It promotes all that stuff under one thing.
Well, I tell you what, there's all kinds of new AI software out there that will take all of your content and it'll recreate it into short reels that you could literally, put ads in or whatever. Mm-hmm. But Danny, by the time you repurpose all that content into all those reels, and you have 2,000 videos and I don't know how many shows, and by the time you throw in all the ads, you may be able to just retire and take off to Malta.
That's what I'm discovering a little bit on the podcast side of it. And I'm getting a lot of, inquiries about doing some audio work for other people. And, I don't want to get into doing audio books, man. That's tough. That's a tough gig right there.
Well, with AI, it's really not that bad. It does the bulk of the heavy lifting. And, 11 Labs will do a good part of that. You put in the intro, the outro. But there's so much you can do out there. There's so much, but I think you're leading by example. And I think, I know you're already teaching young people in California how to do radio.
Yeah.
And you're just leading the way once again. That's why I call you Zen Tiki.
Well, I appreciate that. Zen Tiki. That sounds like a new T-shirt, man.
Yeah, there you go. Uptown Whimsy, Zen Tiki. Do you copy over? I like that. But yeah, there's so much you can do with all the content you have, Danny. You could retire and just go to Malta.
Well, I'm trying.
As a matter of fact, you'll have so many advertisers that maybe you can just, shoot me a ticket and we'll take off with you. Robin and I will be with you and Heather, and we'll go to Malta. Yeah.
I really love that island, and I love everything about it. I love the culture, the people, and we hope to get there and visit there and take it to another level this year. I mean, very seldom do I say I'm going to do something that I don't do it, and usually if I don't do it, it was because of somebody else's screwed up. But let's see here. Mo is out there this morning. Good morning, Mo. Happy Friday to you. Our producer here, Robin, is out there. She's always listening. Good morning. Thank you for the shirts. Love Danny's Tiki shirt. Well, thank you. Thank you. B-Man is listening in down in Key West this morning. Good morning to you, brother. Hope you're doing fabulous. Graham Andrews is out there. And good morning to everybody in Uptown Whimsy. Let's see here. Tiki Man Radio has a new follower, Jimmy Carter's daughter, Amy Carter, who I met this morning. Here has a business card. Let's see, business card, and is a new listener. Well, good morning to Jimmy Carter's daughter, Amy.
Hey, good morning, Amy. Good morning. Happy Friday. Wishing you a great Valentine's weekend as well.
You know, I used to, when I would travel, you could go to Cracker Barrel and get audio books. They had a little stand there, and you could buy one, and then you could listen to it when you were traveling. And then if you went into another Cracker Barrel, you could exchange that one for another one for like $2 or $3. You know, get a different one.
Mm-hmm.
And since there's 570,000 Cracker Barrels between here and Mobile, Alabama, it worked out really well for me. But I would get some of Jimmy Carter's books and listen to those, and it would be him talking.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't no AI then.
Yeah.
Well, there was, but it was Jimmy actually doing it and explaining to it. And man, he had a lot of stories. I really liked the one of him growing up as a child and, you know, all that stuff. So I really enjoy that. So good morning to Amy Carter, Jimmy Carter's daughter. Let's see here. Callie McCool is out there. The kids are listening out in California. And of course, Callie is responsible for teaching the kids. We're just offering the platform and, you know, the inspiration, you know, but they do follow us and they do keep up with everything that we're doing.
Oh, yeah. You know, hey, how not to do radio, but we can teach you that too.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Edwin is out there this morning. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. But yeah, it's, you know, the audio, you know, doing the audio stuff is, you know, the one good thing is, and I noticed that some of my older stories or what were a lot longer, right? So I've gotten better as I went along about summarizing stories and whatnot. You know, it's hard to take a conversation you know, you ran into somebody at an airport or whatever, they told you this or whatever, told you some kind of crazy little story and wrap that up, especially at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to put it down and make it make sense.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, there's, you know, I remember when Zig Ziglar was very popular, and I used to work with one of his producers, actually became the producer for my first radio show. He was our producer at Tiki Island Radio, and he worked for the Outdoor Channel. He'd been around the world, and he produced all of these Zig Ziglar episodes. And, you know, before that, when I was a kid, I was 16, I'd go to the library, get all different kind of cassettes and music. But then I found this cassette with a really weird cover, Zig Ziglar, and I thought, well, I'll check this out too.
Yeah.
So I started listening to it. All of a sudden, I was hooked on Zig and all the motivational speakers, and what they said makes so much sense. But as a kid, I'd have that in my tape deck in the Mustang. But when I pulled up to a party, I'd pop that out and put in some Boston or something, you know, Leonard Skinner, Bob Marley. But I was always listening to Zig, man. And there's so many great speakers. There's so much to be learned. So I encourage you to keep up the good work, Zen Tiki, Zen Master Tiki.
The Zen Master Tiki, yeah. Zig Ziglar, man. I went to a lot of Zig Ziglar courses and stuff during my management career. And learned a lot from all that stuff. I mean, back in the day where they had to teach you how to, you know, you do Franklin Covey planning courses, you know, how to do your planner and how to prioritize your day and all that stuff. I mean, we've come a long ways, man.
Yes, we have. You know, just the other day I found a big cassette library I have of The Psychology of Achievement. I don't know how long I've had that.
I need one of those. That'll be my greatest hits. I'll put that out on cassette tapes or whatever. What'd you call it?
The Psychology of Achievement.
Psychology of yeah. Through the eyes of the Tiki Man, the Psychology of Achievement.
Oh, isn't that? See, I'm always here to help out with content, Danny. Always here to prop you up, brother. There's another project to work on.
Oh, man. Well, I could do so much with that.
Zen Master Tiki,
but
what is the psychology of achievement?
But for those of you that have not seen the video, now they're going out to different other platforms. They're also archived over on our YouTube channel, okay? And there'll be one of those posted every day. But I wanted to play one so everybody could see it and kind of hear it and get everybody's thoughts that are tuned in today. It's a very short thing. And, let me see if I can find it here and see what you guys think. This one's called Practice Self-Compassion, okay? So let me play that, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Welcome to the Space Between the Waves podcast, a morning post from Tiki Bar Publishing and the Tiki Man. You can follow along for the morning post on Tiki Bar Publishing Facebook page, LinkedIn, Instagram, and other places where you find your morning meditation. And now for today's morning post. One of the biggest misunderstandings about putting yourself first or practicing self-compassion is the idea that it will make you lazy or unmotivated. People think being kind to themselves means letting everything else slide. The truth is, it's the opposite. When you're younger, raising family, building a life, everything comes at you from all directions. And most days, there's no room left for you. Many of us grew up just pushing through because that's what we did. My generation watched the world change fast, from 3 TV channels to hundreds, phones on the wall with a cord long enough to lasso a horse, to phones in our pockets, from records to streaming. From no internet to everything, everywhere, all at once. Everything changes whether we're ready for it or not. And through all the changes, we're still human. We mess up, we stumble, we learn, and we go. The key is forgiving yourself, learning from your mistakes, and turning them into happy accidents instead of lifelong regrets. Here's some advice. Don't sugarcoat the truth. That doesn't help. But don't shame yourself either. Offer yourself honest, constructive grace. It's easier to carry, and it gets you much further. And by the way, there's still no flying cars either. But if there were, half the people I know would be too scared to fly. Thank you for listening to the Space Between the Waves podcast, a morning post from Tiki Bar Publishing and the Tiki Man. You can follow along on Tiki Bar Publishing Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can visit TikiManRadio.com and click on Tiki Bar Publishing for all the books that are available by the Tiki Man. Download the free Tiki Man Radio app for 24/7 positive vibe. Stay positive. Everything's going to be okay.
Sit all cloudy and blends with the primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my Okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Cousins all here drinking up my beer, got kegs running everywhere. Got some pokey on the side while Mom was trying to hide the Miller and the Heineken beer. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday.
Okay, you know, when you want to get away, I mean, one thing about Friday, man, the working week is over. And frankly, I feel good, man. I work hard all week long. I can't wait to get away. You know, down like the beach, I'm cruising this weekend. Yeah, I get one hot concert too, man. That's the most important thing. The main thing too is to get enough money for gas and to go out to the disco. I like to see all them beautiful chicks. Yeah. So I'm gonna just kind of cruise, take my Bank of America, you know. Otherwise, how can I get money? Right. Plus, then my friends always saying, "Hey, brother, you can buy me one drink, man."
Kimbo and the crew sucking up the brew, who meet smoking on the side. All the surfers are dropping while the high schools are popping down Kalagawa for a ride. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday.
Tiki Man Radio is very proud to be invited to the 14th Annual Music on the Bay 2026, February the 25th through March the 1st. This will be the first time that Tiki Man Radio will be broadcasting live from Music on the Bay. B-Man and Michelle will be there. Tim and Michelle Myers will be there, along with Mo and others, coming together in Tampa Bay at Whiskey Joe's for a great cause, raising money for the Shriners Children's Hospital. Registration is now open. You can go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the banner and sign up today. We'll see you in Tampa Bay for the 14th Annual Music on the Bay with Tiki Man Radio at Whiskey Joe's. Stop by the Tiki Man Radio tent and say hi, and we'll see you on the radio. Podcast, a morning post from Tiki Bar Publishing and the Tiki Man. You can follow along for the morning post on Tiki Bar Publishing Facebook page, LinkedIn, Instagram, and other places where you find your morning meditation. And now for today's morning post. Your life is not a mystery. It's an experience, and it's uniquely yours. Live it. Stop worrying about what might go wrong and start focusing on what can go right. Those words came to me years ago when I worked as a builder's helper on log cabins. It was hot, the sun was high, and Larry would drink black coffee all day long without flinching. I'd just shake my head and keep working, learning how to fit those logs together like old school Legos, one beam at a time. Larry would say, you see, if you worry too much about the outcome, nothing's ever going to get done. But if you start piece by piece, you begin to see it come together. Coffee? You'd ask. I'm good, I'd say. And then one day, standing there looking at the finished cabin, quiet, solid, waiting for memories to move in, I finally understood. It's always a good idea to focus on what can go right and see what you can build, and not worry about everything that can go wrong and build nothing. Thank you for listening to the Space Between the Waves podcast, a morning post from Tiki Bar Publishing and the Tiki Man. You can follow along on Tiki Bar Publishing Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can visit TikiManRadio.com and click on Tiki Bar Publishing for all the books that are available by the Tiki Man. Download the free Tiki Man Radio app for 24/7 positive vibes. Stay positive. Everything's going to be okay. That's right. Everything's going to be okay. I think I've bored you guys enough with all that, but I just thought I would show you that there are some videos of the podcast. There's obviously the audio version of the podcast that are, I love to say this, wherever you get your podcast. Something I always wanted to say, Johnny.
I tell you what, I think it's wonderful, Danny. I think Zen Master Tiki, you have done a wonderful, wonderful job. And I can relate to a lot of this because, as you know, my life story, the bottom line is this. It took a lot of practice, and I've often told my girlfriend, I said, I don't care about much. I really don't, but I'm not lackadaisical in my affairs.
That's right.
Do not mistake that. I'm not lackadaisical. I take care of business, but I don't let business take care of me.
Yeah.
And I have never worried. I've traveled, and I've done a lot just like you. I haven't worried about a thing. And I don't care. I'm sitting here like this, you know. Danny's look. I'm like Zen.
Oh, preach it, brother, preach it.
Amen. Amen. Give me a hallelujah, brother. Give me a hallelujah, Zen Master Tiki. But yeah, it's that what you're saying is absolutely true. And for our listeners and the people who are viewing this, we have lived that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not all about partying, which we did a lot of that.
Yeah.
But we've traveled a lot. We've been through a lot. And we've gotten beat up a lot as far as, life wants to beat you down. And then one day you start to take control of your life and say, you know what? No, I don't allow that to intimidate me or interfere with my truest self. So, period. You're spot on, man.
Hey, buddy, I appreciate it. And it's really all about that. You've got to figure out, we were talking about this the other day. People always say, if I can figure out what I want out of life, I'll be happy. Well, if you'll just figure out what you don't want, everything else will fall into place. And, it's a whole lot about understanding your life and getting rid of the noise and things that don't make you happy and, focus on the things that do, and don't fall into the trap of living other people's lives. It's okay to support people, and it's okay to have people in your circle that you care about. That's one thing. You got your family and close friends and things of that nature, but you got to live your own life too. You got to make decisions that are best for you.
Absolutely. And that's not being selfish whatsoever. You have to put yourself first and say, hey, I love everybody, but it is about me. This is my life, my journey. And I don't give anybody the opportunity to come in and try to run my life. I don't give anybody permission to make me feel a certain way, period. I do it myself. If I want to feel good about something, I feel good about it.
Yeah. Well, I would like to spend some time with Michelle down there, the B-Man's lovely wife down in Key West, and write a book on how to retire. Because she did it right. They both are retired from the military, spent all that time and moved to Key West and all that stuff. And you can easily get real busy. And B-Man is definitely one of those guys who enjoys doing things. He's got to stay busy. He's got to do stuff, and be involved in stuff. But Michelle, man, I'll tell you right now, she's gonna do whatever she wants and how she wants to do it. And if she wants to sleep in, she's gonna sleep in because she's retired now.
Yeah, I'm beginning to feel that myself. I'd like to stay busy, but now I'm trying to find this balance.
Yeah.
Because, I like to sleep in a little bit. For a lot of years, I'd get up at 4 o'clock, 5:30, whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's like, wait a minute, I've spent half a lifetime to earn this, so I'm going to sleep here a little bit. Or I'm just going to relax today, that sort of thing. And I give myself permission to do that, and I don't feel guilty about it. But when I work, like you, I work hard.
Sure.
I work hard, play hard, and love life to its fullest.
Yeah. Well, the video versions are going out to a whole nother platform, but they are also archived over on our YouTube channel. There'll be one of those that pops up every day. The audio versions are on regular podcasts, and they're out there on Apple and wherever you get your podcast from. Let's see here. Tip jar is still set to Mexican. Let's see here. I cannot find how to reset to.
We'll take pesos.
Yeah, we'll take pesos. What the hell,
We'll take pesos and let PayPal convert them.
Yeah. Let's see here. She was out this morning to support the ploggers. Oh, okay. So Amy Carter was out doing the plogging. That's one thing we talked about when we had local, lake people here that cleans up the lakes and everything that we're talking about plogging down in Key West. They go around, pick up all the cigarette butts and stuff. They do that every Friday, I do believe. So Amy Carter was out there helping them this morning. That's really cool.
Very good. Very cool. No doubt. Great job, Amy.
So you don't watch much racing, do you, NASCAR?
No. Watch a whole bunch of other stuff, but I understand there's a party happening down in Harrisonburg, Tennessee.
Harrison Bay, yeah.
Harrison Bay, I'm sorry, Harrison Bay. And Berg, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, because I lived in Frostburg, grew up in Eldersburg, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's a Maryland thing.
Yeah, it's a bird thing up here in the mountains. Yeah, little villages. But anyway, we've been in all kind of other things. But how's that party shaping up? What's going on?
Well, the Daytona 500 is uniquely different because they have to race. So, so they qualify, right? And then they take half the field, the odd and even numbers, and they turn those into 2 races. And how you finish in those races is how you're going to line up for the Daytona 500. And it gives people that don't have a lot of money or bigger teams or anything like that a chance to race their way into the biggest American race. And so they did that last night.
I think that's awesome. I want to know if Ed the Train Man is going to be allowed to place any bets, or does he have to be there?
No, they're banned from all the, taking all the money from here and having it sent to them in Indiana and not being here at the party.
Oh, okay. Well, Zen Tiki rules,
They had 137 volunteers plogging this morning.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow, they broke a record, he says. That's amazing.
Yeah. People are beginning to realize that you have to take care of the environment, period.
Yeah.
All right? And, look at what human beings do and the mess we leave behind. It's time to pick up after yourself.
Yeah, for God's sakes. Leave a cleaner world behind, as you pass through it for sure. I played that song for you, It's Aloha Friday.
I remember that.
Yeah. And that's one of Jimmy Buffett's off his last album there, Nobody Works on Friday.
I love that. Yeah, the sun is shining. What is it? The weather's sweet. The sun is shining. The weather's sweet. I'm headed to the Tiki Bar. Shall I save you a seat?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I say that all the time. Then by Saturday, we may have Dane Bramage or something.
Exactly. But, we're looking forward to it. The Daytona 500. Of course, everybody will come here. We'll have the show on Sunday, and people will be, coming in. There'll be Bloody Marys and all that stuff. Hopefully they can make it till race time at 2:30. These people got to pace themselves. That's where I get all pissed off about the parties before the party. Where they all get drunk the night before and they want to show up here and talk to me about having to change their life and all that stuff. Because I don't want to hear it.
Look, I've always said it's the sleep. I never believed it was the alcohol that made you feel bad the next day. No, you were just fine. I was feeling great before I went to sleep. Always heard that. And then I woke up.
Yeah.
Well, then what did you do? You slept. Well, then why did you go to sleep if you're going to wake up feeling bad? Just keep going.
Well, I tell you what, man, I'm a big. I love to sleep. I love to go to sleep, and because I'm a big dreamer, right? Not just in real life, but in my. I dream every night. Every night I go on these adventures. There was a time where I felt like I should sue the corporate world because I'd be at some crazy hotel somewhere trying to get to a meeting and I couldn't find my clothes or I couldn't get my car. Or I couldn't get there. Or, I was always unprepared, which is not me. And it would freak me out. And I was like, I'm going to have to sue the corporate world. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a fear creeping into your dreams, trying to take control. You just got to block that.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people, you wake up, you had this crazy dream, and you're like, what the hell is that all about? And people try to figure out, interpret their dreams.
Yeah, I do that on Google. What is it? Dream interpretation, and this was my dream. Maybe I should go to Chat GPT and get some different answers.
Yeah, Chat GPT be like, you are really screwed up. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, we're
all right, man. Cool. At least we got that straight.
Yeah.
No news there.
Far out, Johnny. I can't comprehend what you're saying. Please elaborate. Oh, me. But we got Music on the Bay coming up. Now, that's interesting. We've got, let's see here. We got one more Friday. So next Friday, we will be here doing this show. And then we'll be off the 27th because B-Man and Michelle and our ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers and Tim and Mo and everybody will be down in Tampa at Whiskey Joe's broadcasting from the 25th through the 1st. So we'll be off on the 27th. Just a programming note for that.
Oh, I can't wait to tune into this. You know, I remember doing those shows, and it's just going to be really cool to just listen in. Doesn't it feel good? We feel like network executives, you know?
I know.
We don't have to go do that anymore. We just stay in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to be there? No, I got a crew that does that now. I don't have to do that. But no, I'm very grateful that they are doing that. And, of course, B-Man has done a lot of live events down in Key West, and they were kind enough to be able to go up there and do it because I wasn't able to do it at the time when we were setting it up. And so it really worked out well, and I've just got a good group of people that we work with and good friends, and it's just a wonderful thing. Yeah,
God bless them. Thank you, B-Man and Michelle.
Yep.
It's a journey. You know, it's nice. You're a little closer than we are. The logistics for us require a little bit more. For them, they can just load up the vehicle and go. But yeah, that's great, man. That's what you call family. That's what you call teamwork. And that's part of broadcasting.
Well, you done anything? Are you still snowed in? It'd be a long time for y'all see the grass, right?
Believe it or not, we're beginning to see a little grass, but we had a funny event happen and actually had to look it up here. We have a lot of deer here on this mountain. And the other day, about 30 or 40 of them came out in a huge herd right behind the house. And they're running and jumping and jumping and running and just acting goofy as hell. Robin Googled it and said she figured out what it was. And their behavior, what they're doing is they're stamping down the snow to get it to grass so they can go pick something. And they congregate in large groups for security in the mountains when they go to sleep at night. But they come out like that, and it's also to like do a little exercising, run around. But the young ones were running through. It was nuts, man. Up the mountain, down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain, and they were bucking, jumping up, and they're beating down the snow so they can get to the grass.
Yeah, I mean, I could just see the one deer saying to the other deer, like, we got to get the hell out of here. We got kinfolks down in Tennessee, man. They always got grass. Why do we have to do this every year? The deer's got to be the same way,
So that was amazing. But, the temps actually got up to 53, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was going to send you a text and say, oh, my God, it's so hot.
It's so hot. We're burning up here.
53 degrees. We went from 22 below up to 53 the next day. Everybody's loving it but freaking out. Our body chemistry just isn't, no. Couldn't we just have a gradual increase? But it's back to normal now. But that was weird. And but it was a great day. And you do see people out there in shorts. And I'm like, yeah, it's a day of springtime. But we've had some wacky weather, and I'm sure it's not over yet.
Well, it's been really warm here, 60, 65, which seems like a heat wave compared to what we were at when that cold spell went all the way down to Key Largo. But next Friday, it's going to be 72 degrees here. 70s, yeah.
I was going to text you, man. How in the hell can you take all this heat? Good God, I can't breathe. 53 degrees.
Yeah, it'll be 70 degrees, man. I'm digging it. And went outside this morning, and the birds, right? The birds are starting the morning songbirds are starting to show up, and that's always a good sign. If they're back in town, they feel pretty comfortable that we're not going to be back down the way it was a couple of weeks ago.
I tell you what, if we went to Florida right now, like if Robin and I went, we would be, in our shorts, our T-shirts, and if it's 70 degrees, we'd be like, woo, let's get in the ocean. And
yeah.
I know how the locals feel about that. Oh, they're definitely not from here. They're bundled up in jackets, parkas, and we're like, yeah, let's go swimming.
Let's see, your big storm coming in next week here on the West Coast, Callie says. Well, I hope you guys are safe out there.
Yeah, they get some big ones.
We are going to be the Escape to Paradise. We talked about this last Monday when we had the show, and I believe we talked about it on Sunday as well, that, we're going to try to move it to like June or July. That way people that are in school or teachers or, that kind of year or whatever, that will free them up to be able to go on the Escape to Paradise. We always did it in May to get ahead of hurricane season, right? And so June, July, still pretty good, safe time to do that. And it'll be a lot warmer for us as well.
Well, have you decided on a destination?
Well, we definitely are going to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, the stop points and all that stuff, as soon as Joe gets all that to me and we work out the details, then I can announce it. Don't have all the full announcement on that yet.
Okay. Yeah, just wondering.
But looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Let's see here. But welcome to Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous. We are still looking for a cam sponsor for this show. If you're interested, all you got to do is send me an email at tikimanradio@gmail.com, and we'll get you.
And Michelle.
And hey, when we're traveling up the Keys heading to Orlando, we've got the Tiki Man Radio playing in the car. So, hey, listen in at Tiki Man Radio and listen for some B-Man and Michelle.
Woohoo!
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh, everyone's wondering
Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B that airs Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is looking for a cam sponsor for the show. This is a unique opportunity where your logo appears on all the artist interviews, all the interviews we do with business people in the boating community, live from the boat shows. If you're interested, then reach out to us at tikimanradio@gmail.com. This is a rare sponsorship opportunity. We only have one live cam sponsor for each show that we do. And that means that your company gets maximum exposure. It includes commercials, social media posts, and of course, your logo on all of our YouTube live streams. If you're interested, reach out to us at tikimanradio@gmail.com and be a part of the Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B, connecting the beach house to the lake house on the Coastal Americana Radio Network.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights, they went flying by. The world was new beneath a blue umbrella sky. Then softer than a piper man, one day it called to you. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn wind and the winter winds, they have come and gone. And still the days, those lonely days, they go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind.
The summer wind.
Warm summer wind. The summer wind.
Frank Sinatra, man, you just can't beat Frank Sinatra and the summer wind. And let me see here. Right on, Johnny.
Warm summer wind. The summer wind.
Man, loving me some Frank. Love me some Frank there, baby.
I'm telling you, man, you got to be in the kitchen cooking up. You know, I mean, every time I eat spaghetti, I think of Tony Soprano.
Oh my God! You know, we're always putting on different types of music at the dinner table. You know, depending if it's spaghetti, I'm going to have an Italian stuff going. I'm trying to set the mood, brother. That's what I do. You know,
you got the candles lit and all that stuff.
Oh, I got the electric candles. Yeah,
the electric candles.
Cool. I've got those, and I got real, but the electric stuff. I'm like, it works. Everything works. And tonight we're headed out to an Italian restaurant not far from here called Puccini's. Man, they've got excellent food, excellent service, and they've been around a long time. So we're headed out to Puccini's.
Oh, there you go. Is that where you got to get a reservation and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. So very special evening. We're looking forward to it. They have a vodka sauce there. Honestly, I'm going to see if I can get some to go. It is so good you could drink it out of a beer mug. I mean, it is incredible.
Nice.
You can't find anything like that in a jar at the store. Doesn't exist.
Man, I'm getting hungry for spaghetti as we talk. Got a little Frank Sinatra going on. You know, it's kind of, we have the Olive Garden here. I don't know if you have Olive Gardens up there or not, but it's a chain of restaurants. No. But they always have the Frank Sinatra style music playing, you know, no matter where you're at in the restaurant. Kind of opens up the mood, as it should be. You know, if I go into a Mexican restaurant, I want to hear Spanish music. You know, I don't want to hear rock and roll. I don't want to. You know, if I want that, I'll go down to the Waffle House. Okay.
Yeah.
If I go into an Italian restaurant, I want to hear Italian music playing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. When you walk in there, you want to feel it. You know, it's like, yo, Danny, how you doing?
How you doing, man? You're looking great. You're looking great.
Looking good, Tiki Man. Looking good. Yeah.
Never had that happen, but maybe one day. One day. I'll be Tony Soprano. Oh, Tony, it's so good to see you. I've got your table over here.
Yeah, you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Huh?
Yeah. Marty Gentry's out there today. Happy Friday to you, brother. I hope you're doing fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Verona Corona. Of course, Verona and Mo, you know, they're down in Mexico together. And Dave Sines, our partner here with the Coastal Americana Radio Network, him and Beth Travers was all down there. They were doing a cruise thing, you know, doing the music thing. And so they were all hooked up with Verona Corona and Mo and everybody down there having a good time, man.
I tell you what, that sounds like a blast. You know, we could retire, Danny. You know, maybe we should. I don't know. We could just hang out in Mexico with the crew and figure it out next. You know, hey, you know, I look at all the Tiki Bar publishing, and, you know, it just dawned on me, you know, really the show should be hosted from a Tiki Bar.
It really should, yeah. Well, we used to do that. You know, we used to drag everything out to the Tiki Bar at least once or twice a year and do the Sunday show at the Tiki Bar. Once we got into videos, I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing that anymore. I'm not dragging anything out of this studio. I'm not doing none of that anymore. You know, we're going to do the show right here and the hell with it.
Well, I'm thinking more on a corporate level. You get a corporate, you know, someplace with a big Tiki Bar. And we've sat at a lot of Tiki Bars down south. You find one that is at the corporate level that wants us to come in or you to come in, and you host the shows from there. Okay, it's got to be fully branded and paid for, but there you go.
Well, the way I see that, and this is how I envision that, right? You know, you've got Margaritaville, right? They have a studio set up inside Margaritaville. Well, why can't Bass Pro do the same thing and have a Tiki Bar in the middle of the store and have a studio with windows around it and do a live show from Bass Pro every day?
That would be great. You know, we could have episodes like Camo Radio. That would be cool.
Coming to you from Camo Radio, right here at the Bass Pro off of I-75.
That's right. Camo Radio brought to you by Bass Pro.
Yeah.
I tell you, that would be great. You know, talk to them.
Yeah.
I did see a reel. It was somewhere online, probably Facebook. A bear actually got into, and I pay close attention to this because we have a lot of bear around here. A bear got into a Bass Pro.
Oh, that's a lunch horn. All right, I gotta go. Go ahead with your story there.
I was going to say, a bear got into Bass Pro. They caught it all on video, and he got into the fish tank, went swimming, ate all the fish in the tank, found another tank, ate all the fish out of there. And then when the help showed up the next morning, he was passed out asleep on the floor, and they called, DNR to come and get him.
Oh.
He ate everything, destroyed everything. He was fat and sleepy.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I did see that. I saw that. Yeah, it was one of the reels out there. Speaking of which, do you have friends that send you like TikTok videos?
Yeah. No, not TikTok. Just, I don't do TikTok. So
you don't do TikTok?
Or Instagram.
Well, there for a while, I didn't do it either. I didn't do TikTok. But then when I switched how I do our marketing and what we do and all that stuff, I started, one of the platforms was TikTok. We always had one, but I wasn't using it. So to help the promotion, especially for the new show and all that stuff, I got back on TikTok. when I didn't have it, it was aggravating because people would send me these things all the time. You know, you've always got that one friend, like he watches 74 videos a day, and he sends you 25 of them, right? And you couldn't open it up unless you had the app open, you know? So, well, that friend is Dan Ware, okay? Dan Ware, another train guy. So I'm going to give everybody a sneak peek at a new segment we have for the Sunday show tomorrow, okay? Now, it's called the Dan Ware TikTok Video of the Week, all right? Since we don't have as many people tuned into this show right now as we normally do on the Sunday show, everybody's going to get a sneak peek of the Dan Ware TikTok Video of the Week, okay?
Oh, that's good.
Now, the comedian, all right, so we've got Dan Ware, who, you know, is in the train business. And then we have the comedian that is in this reel. It's a little long, okay? It's about 7 minutes long, so you just have to bear with me. But it's important of what he's talking about in the video, and it's got Jimmy Buffett in it. It's got everything, okay? So it all comes together, all right?
All right.
You with me? All right. All right, so at lunchtime here, we're going to do this. Nobody tell anybody. Don't tell Dan Ware or anybody that's out there listening, okay? So let me see here, Johnny. I'm going to put you back in the green room so you can slide everything up there. And so here's a sneak peek, if I can find it. All right, here we go, everybody.
1, 2, 3, go!
I like country, though. I like that country song, It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. You know that song? The song that justifies drinking any time of the day? You just say it's 5 o'clock and it's okay, right? It only works for drinking, though. You can't show up late for work and be like, hey, 9 o'clock somewhere. Be nice if that did work, though. If your boss is like, well, I can't argue with that logic. Hell, get in here. Hell, by that logic, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here. Let's get a drink. What are we even doing here? I don't know why we keep track of time the way we do sometimes, you know? Like the other day, I asked this guy, I was like, hey, man, what time is it? He was like, it's 20 to 4. I was like, listen. If you don't know, just say you don't know. Don't give me some kind of weird math problem. Just because I'm not wearing a watch, you know what I mean? Now I got to take a quiz to get the time. I don't know why we break it down like that, you know? It's not shorter. 20 to 4, 3:40, it's about the same, right? We don't break anything else down like that. We're not like, hey, what's this cost? $20 to $8. How old are you? 6 to 40. What month is it? 15 to February. Right? Doesn't make sense. I don't know why we're doing it. I do like that song, It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, though. There's a line in the chorus where he says this. He goes, it's only 12:30. That's 12:30, just to be clear. He said, it's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right? Well, that's not true. You know what I mean? It may be 5:30 somewhere, but... we don't lose a half hour just because you change time zones. That's not how that works, Alan Jackson. That's a good song. I don't know how many people are familiar with that song. I mean, it's a good song. At least you've all heard it once. I mean, it's a classic. Easily top 5 country songs of Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett combined. Easily. Easily. But if you listen to the song, you know, if you listen to it, you know, one time you think, hey, this is a hardworking guy. You know, he works outside, gets paid hourly, boss is pretty rough on him. When he gets off work, he just wants a drink, right? That's relatable. But if you listen to it several times, like I have, start to realize this guy's an alcoholic. He's creating a lot of his own problems. His boss seems like a pretty cool guy. And honestly, he's got a lot of flexibility at his job. The guy seems to come and go as he pleases, you know? Like the song starts off, he's like, the sun is hot and that old clock is moving slow. So am I, right? So right away, hungover at work. You know he's hungover because he keeps talking about it. He's like, the workday passes like molasses in wintertime, but it's July. And it's like, all right, we get it. It's a hot day. We're all out here together. You know what I mean? He says, I'm getting paid by the hour, older by the minute, right? So we know he's hourly. We know he's older. We know he complains about everything. He says, my boss just pushed me over the limit. I'm like, wow, isn't that something? The guy that comes in hungover has a limit. He says, I'd like to call him something, but I think I'll just call it a day, right? So it's like, oh, call it a day, huh? You just get to leave work whenever you want then. That must be nice. I think we'd all like that kind of flexibility at our jobs. Stroll in hungover, boss upsets you, just take off. Right? And he leaves. He goes to a bar. He doesn't have a beer. He has a hurricane, he says. Tall, strong, right? And then we go to the second verse. And yeah, I'll do the whole song. And we go to the second verse. We don't know if the second verse is the same day or not, right? A lot of times being thrown around in this song. It's not real clear. At the end of the first verse, he says, I think I'll call it a day, right? So I'm thinking 3, 4 o'clock, right? That's call it a day time. Beginning of the second verse, he goes, this lunch break gonna take all afternoon, half the night. So either this guy called it a day at lunch, or he's doing this sort of thing all the time. Then he says, I haven't had a day off now in over a year. It's like, well, maybe you didn't leave every day at lunch. We might not need you on the weekends. Sounds like your boss just trying to help you get your hours in. Hell, he knows you got a drinking problem. Probably trying to put a little money in your wallet. Seems like a cool guy to me, right? Then I think he moves on to drugs right there in the bar. He goes, my Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. That sounds like a weed reference to me. Sounds like an old guy weed reference. From about to go out in the parking lot and smoke weed, who's coming with me? Right? And he says, if the phone's for me, you can tell him I just sailed away. It's like, well, you're in a bar right now. The phone's for you, it's probably your boss. Probably looking for you, trying to get you to come back to work. That's what you want me to tell him? You just sailed away? That's the best you got? You don't want me to be like, I don't know? Haven't seen him? You're like, nah, I don't know what happened. He was just sitting here, and all of a sudden he just sailed away. Yeah, this is still a bar. No, there ain't no boats in here. I don't know how he did it. He's kind of levitated up, and then he floated right out of here. And then we go through another chorus, more hurricanes. During this chorus, I think the drugs are starting to kick in. I'm starting to get a little paranoid, starting to think, you know what, maybe I do need this job. Maybe I will go back to work. He says, I could pay off my tab, pour myself in a cab, and be back to work by 2, right? And I like that he's not for drinking and driving, right? You know what I mean? But if you leave work in your own car, you can't come back in a cab. You know what I mean? You don't take a 2-hour lunch break, smoke a joint, have a couple of hurricanes. You're like, you know what? Maybe I will go back to work. Honestly, I'm starting to feel a lot better. My attitude's really improved. Sure, it's not safe to be on the road, but if you get me there, I'll get the job done. But I think he's done some harder drugs, some drugs he doesn't tell us about. Because the song takes a little turn right here. It's a little weird, right? He goes, at a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? And not a weird question, I guess, but weird that Jimmy Buffett answers him. Has Jimmy Buffett been there the whole time? Is he even there at all? That's what I'm asking. Jimmy Buffett just pops up. Funny you should ask, Alan. Jimmy Buffett tells him to keep drinking. He said, who needs a job, man? Keep drinking. But that's really what the kind of advice you want from Jimmy Buffett, you know? You got a real drinking problem. If Jimmy Buffett pops up and goes, you know what? You should probably shut it down. But then they talk about boats for a while, and the song just ends. We don't know what happens. We don't know if the guy's okay. We don't know if he made it back to work. We don't know if Jimmy Buffett's real. Just got to imagine the two of them hanging out. Maybe they floated off to Margaritaville or maybe way down yonder, a Chattahoochee, where it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. That's right. Whatever that means. You know what I mean? I've been singing that song since I was a little kid. It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. Right? It's fun because it rhymes. But as an adult, pretty sure I know what a hoochie is. Pretty sure I know what a coochie is. You know what I mean? Is that what he's talking about? Alan Jackson slipping us a little wisdom. You know what I mean? Be careful, buddy. It gets hot down there. Okay, we're having a good time. That's a fun one. Thank you. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yes, I got what I deserve. Kept you waiting there too long, my love.
That's an old tune right there, Badfinger. All right, yeah, a little humor there, you know. I mean, I know it's a little long, you know. I got Verona, Corona, and Mo and them sitting down there, and they're like, hey, man, hey, there's a comedian taking over your show. I'm like, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. But anyway, I know it's a little long, but you can't cut any of that out because he has to walk you into the time, right? And point out the fact that 5 o'clock somewhere and it's noon is not the same, you know. And
I got Zen Master Tiki. I was laughing so hard, tears were rolling down my face behind these glasses. I was like, "You got to send me that link, brother. I got to forward that along."
Yeah,
but I got that was, you know. Then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, wait a minute. It's like, who does that? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Danny and I've done that. You leave the broadcast booth, go to a bar, pour yourself in the cab, and be brought back at the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, we should be collecting royalties. That song was about us.
Well, you know, injecting a little humor on your Friday right here, Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. And if you're just joining us today, we only do this show on Friday right now till we get a sponsor. And, the comedian there, I'll have to look up his name again. I've got it in the link to give him full credit for that because he's hilarious. He's a comedian from Alabama and just kind of has that dry humor, you know, that's just hilarious.
I got to tell you what, man, he was just hilarious. Like I said, tears are pouring down my face, and I'm like, oh, this is funny. And I know you can see me when I'm in the green room. I'm like wiping my ears, my eyes. I'm like, this guy's great, man. This is great. I love it. And I love the logic. And then all of a sudden he takes off on some possibly Jamaican trip and he just sails away.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, man, I'm down with that. All right.
Yeah, the bartender's like, that's what you want me to say? I like, you just sailed away? I mean, he was just sitting here and he just sailed away.
Yeah, with Zen Master Tiki, they just levitated and poof, they were gone. We don't know what happened to them.
Oh, Lord. I thought it was funny enough to put something together because Dan Ware is sending me all kinds of stuff all the time, you know. And if I continue to do that, I'll make the videos shorter so everybody kind of, you know, don't lose their mind and think the comedians or somebody's taking over the show, you know. So, you know, it was something different. We used to do video of the week by Flaz Noogie's video of the week, and it was a lot of that kind of stuff, you know, it's kind of little short things or whatever, you know, from reels or whatever, you know, and just interjecting a little humor into the day.
I tell you what, Danny, I've got a friend like that, great guy, and he'll send me one, then it's 5, then it's 15.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm like, different, come on. And then one day, you know, he likes to talk a lot. I love him dearly. One day I was on hold with the IRS. And he said, hey, man, what you? I said, I'm on hold with the IRS. All of a sudden, the phone rings. It's him. I'm like, no, I don't want to be bothered. And I'm on hold, you know. And then all of a sudden, the reels start pouring in. Well, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm like, okay, man, you know.
Yeah, you're on the phone with the IRS. Yes, I am listening to you. I'm trying to anyway.
I told you, my mail's still trying to catch up with me from all the traveling. I don't even know if they know where I'm really at.
Oh, me. Well, if you're out there, please hit that like button. That helps us out a little bit. Even though if you didn't like the video, then that's why I interjected in on Friday to get a read for the Sunday show. So maybe I won't play it on Sunday since everybody's like, hey, man, somebody's taking over the show, man. Some kind of crazy comedian.
Yeah, well, we've already got one of those or two of them here. But,
yeah.
no, I think that's great, man. I can't wait for tomorrow's show. That show is just, you know, you have built upon that over the years, and we truly enjoy sitting down in the living room. We got you on the big screen, and we're laughing our rear ends off. And I like this is like Good Morning America on Sundays.
We never know. Yeah, we never know what the hell's going to happen. I mean, and a lot of the material, a lot of the stuff in between the breaks, you know, when we're playing music, there's something going on out here in the bar and somebody's saying this or that or whatever, you know, and it just carries over into the show. But It's you know, the hippie chick used to call it like Seinfeld. It's like it's a show about absolutely nothing.
Hey, sometimes that's where all the creativity comes, is from the unknown, the realm of unlimited possibilities. You walk into the show, have no idea, and poof, you know, you got a big hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my show was like, it was called like a virtual Cheers on Gilligan's Island. And that was really cool. I'm like, okay, I'll roll with that. It worked.
Yeah, it did work. Yeah, absolutely. I was watching an interview with Don Henley the other day, and he was saying that this is probably going to be their last year of touring. You know, this is the same guy who said we'll never play together again until Hell Freezes Over, and then they brought back the Hell Freezes Over album.
Yeah.
But they are getting up there, and you know, they're playing out in Las Vegas at the Sphere. I don't know if you've seen the Sphere out in Las Vegas, that big round dome that they built that is just, it's unbelievably cool. I mean, like they had the Wizard of Oz in there, and you know, when you're in it, everything, the whole screen is around you, right? So you feel like you're in the tornado, and they have smoke and wind and stuff coming through you, you know, through the audience. It is real. But he said something in the interview that I thought was really cool. There is 167,000 individual speakers in that thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's serious surround sound.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, well, how do you feel about that? And he's like, well, I don't really like it because people can hear me screw up.
Yeah, that gives me ideas. Like, how many speakers can I put in this house from Goodwill?
Yeah. I said I would never go back to Vegas because I spent 23 years going out there for meetings or stuff. I said I knew, but I believe I'd go back just to see a concert in that Sphere.
You know, the Eagles were my second concert as a kid. The first concert was Boston, and then the second concert was the Eagles, and Joe Walsh was there. And as the night rolled on, they played so long, and people were just like leaving. So me and my buddy from Texas walked up to, we were really super close to the stage, and we just walked up. Nobody said anything, and all of a sudden they just broke into Hotel California, and that was just quite a memory.
Nice.
Wow. My second concert, but love the Eagles.
Well, if they get out and tour, you know, I tell people, you know, I say this all the time, you know, if you're somebody you grew up listening to, for example, like Bob Seger did his farewell tour, his last show on that tour was in Nashville. And I was somewhere else and couldn't make it, but I was like, man, if you can go, because once you know, the people you grew up listening to music and you know, rocking it out and buying their albums and their CDs and their cassettes and all this stuff, when they say, hey, man, this is going to be it, come out and see me, you better go.
Yeah. I saw Bob Seger too. You know, I saw a lot of acts back in the day, and I thank God that I actually got to see all these great artists.
Sure.
You know, we hear them on the radio today, and I'm just so thankful to, like, wow, I was there, I saw it, and you have a little bit deeper connection.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best concert I ever saw was Bob Seger and Stevie Nicks in concert.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I told the hippie chick when she moved in here, I was like, now listen, I have asked Stevie Nicks, Sally Fields, and Meg Ryan, all three to marry me, and when they show up, any three of them, if they show up, you're out of here.
Oh my God. Well, how did that work out, Danny?
Well, the long story is they ain't ever showed up.
Oh, come on, man. Oh my God. Well, you know, you got to try. You got to put it out there.
Yeah. I just asked them all three, and, you know, I figured at least one of them would be like, all right, hell, I'll do it.
Good Lord.
No response. You know, tried all my tricks, you know. Do you like tiki bars?
Yeah, tried all my tricks. You like tiki bars?
Yeah.
You know, I was chatting with Lorenzo. Actually, you know, my friend Lorenzo Ponce plays for Bon Jovi. So I was over there and made a comment on Sheryl Crow's page because they're good friends. They're on tour. They go out and do stuff together. And all of a sudden, I really don't know, but all of a sudden it was supposed to be Sheryl Crow. I mean, we're chatting back and forth. I'm like, well, okay. I really thought possibly a social media manager, but it got a little close to Lorenza, and I'm like, okay, got to mind my manners here.
Absolutely. I was trying to remember. It seems like I heard that Leonard Skinnard was going to be playing the Olympics or somewhere. I forget where they were going to be at. And I thought that was strange because I remember back in the day we interviewed one of the band members of Leonard Skinnard, and they were doing their farewell tour then. I can't remember what her name was. I can't remember what her name was.
You're not thinking Dale Krantz, are you?
No.
Gary Rosington's wife? No.
I can't remember what her name was. She was one of the backup singers for Leonard Skinnard.
Right.
I'd have to go back through the SoundCloud archives and figure that out.
I think there's only one left. It's not Billy Joe, is it?
No. I don't think she's part of the original band. She's one of the backup singers.
Leslie Hawkins?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've always been a big Leonard Skinnard fan since I was a kid. I mean, my biggest were Leonard Skinnard, Bob Marley, Jimmy Buffett, and, the music just grew from there, and so did the travels. But Leonard Skinnard, always a big fan. I'm always watching, learning about the history, the hardest working band in the business, and the people that have come and gone. And recently I've learned a lot about Ed King. And, in his early days, he didn't get royalties with his first band. I forgot the name of it, but a lot of that happens in the music business, but it's changed quite a bit. But Leonard Skinnard, boy, I tell you what, they put out some great music. It's a shame Ronnie isn't around or didn't live long enough to actually see the fruits of his labor.
Yeah. Gary Rosington, he passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah, last remaining member.
Yeah.
Now, Artemis Powell is still out there, but he's not a founding member.
Right.
He was with the Marshall Tucker Band, and the Skinner Band, they needed a drummer, and he said, okay. And he didn't drink, he just smoked weed. But did you know that he was United States Marine Corps?
Really?
Oh, yeah, Artemis Powell. So when the big fights broke out with the band, guess who settled them?
Well, I was a big Marshall Tucker fan as well. And, I see these bands that they have, they carry on the name, but it's, obviously it's not the original members or whatever. And I have mixed emotions about that, but, it's just trying to make a dollar off of it. But if you got to see Marshall Tucker Band back in the day, it was great to see Molly Hatchet. Leonard Skinnard.
I remember seeing Molly Hatchet. Yeah. Actually, we're actually looking at concerts at Freeman Arts Pavilion over near Bethany Beach in Delaware. We go over there, for a week at a time, vacation and stuff. And that is a great venue. Oh my God, it's outdoors. We saw Kingfish there last summer, but this year Marshall Tucker Band is showing up. There's a lot of great acts at Freeman Arts Pavilion, but what these artists do is they'll pick up a show in their travels. And, sometimes it's just to cover tour bus money or to go and just work out the kinks of their show until they get to a big city. So they'll book all these little places, and it's really cool to see them in a small setting like that.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, you guys got a lot of cool things up there like that.
Yeah, it's but we like to we go down to Bethany Beach, go to Ocean City Beach, and they bring in these artists, and it's just one stops for them to either work out their sound or like I've been reading Kenny Chesney's latest book, and he talks about we had all these little one stops just to cover gas money for the bus. That's how tough it was on the road. And when he got off the stage, he said, I'd go over to the merchandise table and just start signing and selling stuff. He said, we needed that money just to put gas in the tour bus to get to the next city.
Yeah. Yeah, they've all paid their dues along the way. And, of course, Kenny Chesney is a Knoxville, Tennessee guy. And He's got a place down in Key West. B-Man runs into him all the time down there.
I tell you what, I'm a big Kenny fan. Now that I'm reading his book and learn more about his life, it's an amazing book, Heart Life Music by Kenny Chesney. And I'm loving it, man. He is no different than us. He just said, if I can do it, you can do it too. You're just going to have to work hard at it.
That's right. You got to work hard. Yeah. Nothing is given. And if it is, it's not worth having. I mean, it doesn't mean as much as until you work for something and you accomplish something, especially if you set out to do something specific or whatever and you accomplish that goal, it'll always mean more to you than if somebody just gave it to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Words of the wise from Zen Master Tiki.
That's right. Om. The old ancient tiki leaders. I read a lot about the ancient tiki leaders. Read a lot of those old Kon-Tiki books and things.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
All the books about treasure hunters and male fishers and all that stuff. I love all that stuff.
We've had so much in common with that. And I remember reading Kon-Tiki. I guess I was about in 9th grade. So fascinated with the South Pacific. And so much of the books and the music led us both on incredible journeys. And, I've been over there, and it's unbelievable. Just the Polynesian culture, me, my last show, is all about the Poly people. And you and I have so much in common.
Absolutely. And it's Robbie Collada's birthday today.
You know what? I wished him a happy birthday this morning on Facebook.
Yeah. Robbie Collada's birthday. It's also, who else was it today?
Bobby McQueen.
Yeah, Bobby McQueen, our island truck driver.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got his. What the hell is
And he is quite the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday, Bobby. Now, you got to meet him. I never met him, but we spoke on the phone quite a bit.
Yeah, it meant the world for me to meet Bobby down in Key West. He came down for the Songwriter Showcase and just walked in, after all those years. And it really meant a lot to me. It's amazing. First time I ever met Verona Corona was in Key West. And for, a Songwriter Showcase we were doing.
It's an amazing journey in radio and what we've been through. And it's so cool to be able to, again, be back on the air with you, do cool things. I'm just really digging this. I'm just loving it.
Well, cool, man. So what's going on with your other show? Are you still doing your weekly show or what?
Yep, still doing the Tuesdays and Thursdays on Western Maryland Radio. And, if you're out there and you want to drop by, say hi. Don't be bashful, don't be shy. Reach on over on Facebook and say hi. But it's, Tuesdays and Thursdays, the Western Maryland Radio's lunchtime special with Johnny B here at WMDRradio.com, your online destination for all things travel, lifestyle, and tourism across Garrett, Allegheny, and Washington counties. We talk a lot about tourism, and we're just promoting the area, hanging out and having fun. And it's a beautiful, beautiful tourist area. A lot of people from all around the world come here. And it's just all about outdoor adventure, winter, spring, summer, or fall.
Well, that is cool. We're we're looking forward to spring getting here quickly, and it should start warming up. We always have that. It seems like the last 3 or 4 years, it's really gotten a lot colder. From the December, January thing. Once we get out of January, then it gets back to normal for us, which is not cold.
Well, we're used to it here. The weather cometh and goeth. It's like a microclimate because we get a lot of weather coming off the Great Lakes. It rolls down through Pittsburgh over to here, and we're just used to it. Period.
Well, and that's okay. I mean, if that's what you guys want to do up there, that's fine. I mean, for me, I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's times we talk. We're like, Robin and I are like, well, maybe we should go down to Florida for January and February or February and March. And, chillax a little bit. I'm like, okay, I got to pack along some of the studio equipment. We got a show. But, yeah, we could do that. But, yeah, Florida's always, I've lived there, been there, love the place. I love the mountains, too. It's like one of Jimmy's songs. I got one foot in the north, 1 foot in the south. And that's kind of where I'm at with it, you know? I could do a few months in Florida.
Yeah. I was, I was talking about Malta the other day, the Mediterranean, and they historically don't have a lot of hurricanes, anything like that, and Mediterranean is obviously a lot different than the Gulf and everywhere else. So I'm looking forward to getting over there and checking everything out this year, hopefully.
Well, you know what? That would be great because I'd like some feedback on that. And you're not that far from France, so
No.
you go up there, you and Hippie Chick go to France and you'll be coming back speaking the lingo, oui. Somebody will say, where are you from? Just tell them I'm from the south of France.
Yeah.
But, I think that would be great. You got to get out there and live life, period.
That's right, man. Sometimes you just got to get away and find you another island, man. Jimmy, sometimes just get away.
Something about the country style that puts you in a trance. That's country living. And someday I hope to have some land and raise a family out in the country. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Gotta get away. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Everybody knows. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Gotta ease my head. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it. Gotta get away for a while to ease my head. Everybody knows that's the way to do it.
Hey, this is Marty Nickel, and you're listening to Tiki Man Radio, where it's always tiki time.
Tiki time.
Pick up your Friday nights and tune into Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from 7 to 9 p.m. on the internet at TikiManRadio.com or on Tiki Man Radio YouTube, live from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, Florida.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday morning. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Monday serves the blues to kick off your week. And Tuesday's menu goes down like a long losing streak. Wednesday sure ain't no soup for your weary soul. And Thursday always leaves me hungry for something more. There's nothing tastes like a Friday at the happiest place on earth. With the frosty mug and some deep fried grub, I think I'll skip the dessert. And nothing tastes like a Friday. Old Saturday will catch our fall. So order up another round and pray for Sunday not to call. Monday finds me hanging from a 3-day tear. And Tuesday eases up some, but just a hair. Wednesday that fog starts lifting, and I can almost see. And Thursday I'm finally feeling ready for repeat. 'Cause nothing tastes like a Friday at the happiest place on earth. With the frosty mug and some deep fried grub, I think I'll skip the dessert. Nothing tastes like a Friday. Old Saturday will catch our fall. So order up another round and pray for Sunday not to call. Call the waitress over so I can place my order. But lay those specials on me extra fast if you please. 'Cause nothing tastes like a Friday at the happiest place on earth. With a frosty mug and some deep fried grub and maybe a little Cuervo for dessert.
I love Cuervo.
Nothing tastes like a Friday. Old Saturday will catch our fall. So order up another round and pray for Sunday not to call. And pray for Monday not to call. And maybe Tuesday not to call.
That's right. Nothing tastes like a Friday, and nothing tastes better than to be right here with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Fridays kicking off the weekend, if you will, right here with us and having some fun. And, of course, Coastal Confessions coming up tonight. They have the lovely Adrian Z going to be in the studio with them tonight.
Wow.
And
I'm looking forward to that.
Let's see here. Yeah, tune in tonight. Key West musician Adrian Z with new music and updates on her projects here in Key West. Tune in tonight, 7 to 9.
Oh.
So, yeah, it'll be live, and you can watch it on the southernmost point, the Pint, as we like to call it, southernmost brew hub, the Pint. Live cam on Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, where you can tune in on the radio, all the ships at sea around the world.
That's right. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You know, the sun is shining, the weather's sweet. Hey, man, weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B are headed to the Tiki Bar, shall we save you a seat? But yeah, it's a great way to kick it off, especially from Key West.
Yeah, I don't know what their schedule is for Music on the Bay, but Jukebox Saturday, of course, comes up later at midnight tonight and plays till noon tomorrow, one of our most popular shows. And but when they're down in Music on the Bay, that show's still going to play. But if they'll probably take over, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or something like that. But, we can't piss everybody else off around the world that wants to hear Jukebox Saturday as long as they can.
That's right, man. That's a great show. Man, you put a lot of work into that.
Put a lot of work into everything.
Everything.
I don't even have normal shirts like anybody.
That's right. That's why you are Zen Master Tiki.
Zen Master Tiki. I like that. What was it we used to say? Coming to you live from the late night at the Lagoon.
Oh, God. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, with the Witch Doctor of Love.
Yeah, I would come in and do my happy hour show from 7 to 9 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and had a keg, here in the chocolate bar, and I'd have one of those big 24-ounce mugs of beer, and I'd start the show with that. And about halfway through, it'd be like, hell, let's just go to midnight. Go ahead and light your candles and run your bath water. The Tiki Man's going to make sweet love to you over the airwaves.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, we did some crazy stuff, got carried away.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when Rick Martinez, Captain Jack, fired. He had, I think it was he had sent me a bottle of rum, and it was like Christmas time.
Imagine that.
It was coconut flavored. I thought it was like a liqueur, like Malibu or something. I thought maybe it's like 20%. So, I'm going through the show, and about halfway through, I'm like, what the hell? It started hitting me, and I'm like, what is this? And I finally held up the bottle and read the proof. I'm like, oh my God. So by that point, it was too late, man.
It's too late.
Hold myself together.
And of course, Rick is doing a great job with Reef Rum, our official rum company here of Tiki Man Radio, and he's out there pushing Reef Rum every week somewhere, doing tastings and stuff. So he's doing a great job with that.
That's good, man. He is the man for the job. He's a cool guy. I look forward to meeting him again. He actually he visited us in the studio and spent a few nights and with us in the past. And he's just a great guy. Boy, can he hold his rum.
Well, he was supposed to be here for the summer party. I'm still disappointed in him that he didn't come to the summer party because he kept telling me, every week he'd call and say, I'm coming, man, I'm coming. And we even reserved a room for him, which is big during the summer party. Usually it's, people are sleeping. If Verona's listening, she'll say, I had to sleep on the couch, or I had to do this or that or whatever. It's very limited. And he just didn't show up, and I haven't talked to him since.
Really?
Yeah, a little disappointed in that boy.
I tell you what, I say there. We're just gonna have to tag team him.
Yeah.
Call him. Bring me up on a conference, and we'll just all three of us catch up.
Well, we had him on the show, and all these women around here, right? They're all like, "Oh, we're going to get to meet a real pirate." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you are." He's going to bring his pirate getup, which will be hot down here in July. But maybe that's what it was. He got ready to come, and he's like, "Damn, it's going to be 100 degrees down," and it was hot. It was hot this summer.
Man, yeah, he is a really cool guy, and he definitely looks like Captain Jack Sparrow. I remember when he first met his lady. Like it was about time you met your lady, Heather, and I got a phone call. He's like, "Man, we're dating, and she wants to talk to you. She wants to meet you. We just talked on the phone for a while, and that was great. And I wish you all the best. Love is a many splendid thing." And boom, they got married.
Yeah. There you go. Michelle Mars has said, "Hey, sorry I'm so late. Back-to-back meetings and emails." Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad, Michelle Mars. She was here last weekend, and she'll be back next weekend, coming by to pick up the mascot and the GoPro to take it down to Music on the Bay.
Oh, that'd be great. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask, we won't be streaming live on YouTube for Music on the Bay, but we're going to, Michelle's going to come on and get the GoPro and take a lot of video, and then I'll put something together later about all that. So kind of cool.
Yeah, more content. I know you've got out over 2,000 videos out there, and I'm telling you, there's AI out there that'll chop it down, repurpose it, and then you'll have content for life, and then you can retire.
Well, I was thinking about this last night. I was telling the hippie chick that these podcasts that I'm doing, at least my kids will always have my voice out there, right?
Yeah.
I used to, when your parents get to a certain age or whatever, you tend to kind of, I don't know if everybody does it. I did it. You save voicemails, because you got their voice or whatever. And then as time goes by, you get new phones or something happens or whatever, and you lose that. I would have given anything to hear my dad's voice the way I'm leaving behind for my kids.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell my daughter, just contact Uncle Danny. He's the Library of Congress for all of my work.
Yeah, yeah, it's archived everywhere. I mean, we really do. We have, of course, all the videos on YouTube. We've got those SoundCloud recordings go back to like 2015, I think. And now we have the podcast, and this show here is also on the podcast. Is separate, so it's going out there trying to get a different audience and things. So I mean, it's moved around all kinds of places.
I tell you what, Danny, you ought to just contact an agent out in California and say, "Hey, I'm the Tiki Man. Book me somewhere for $1 million, and I give Zen Master Tiki advice."
Really?
You know, there you go. Yeah, start the speaking tour. You know. Go out there to the colleges, the universities. You want a career in broadcasting? Let me tell you all about it.
I'm just trying to get that gig, you know, where you have the reality TV show. That's I'm really trying to get myself into a reality TV show because I got some crazy friends, man. I got all kinds of characters I can pull out of the woodwork, and just follow me around because that's really where all the material for the Sunday show comes from. Is just what happens in 7 days around here.
I tell you what, Danny, there are people out there looking for that content, and if I come across some of them, I'll forward them to you. I mean, they are looking for shows. They're always looking to produce an interesting show. All right, what could possibly be more fun than hanging out with a bunch of radio DJs? Seriously, guys who, you know, we don't have any rules or boundaries for the most part.
Sure.
You know, on air. But even off the air, it gets a little wilder.
Absolutely. And Michelle Myers says, hey, I listened to 4 of the podcasts yesterday. It sounds like she's getting caught up, and I really appreciate that. Make sure you follow the podcast. I got to get some followers on there and start building that audience. And I'm hoping to get another audience of people out there that don't know about the Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B, or Tiki Man Radio, or Western Maryland Radio, or Dockside Live Radio, or whatever. You know, I mean, you got to work on it to go out and get a different audience, and we're doing really good with that. And Michelle, earlier in the show, I played a couple of the video versions of those podcasts that you guys may or may not know that are out there. I've been kind of saving things for a long time, podcast versions, and kind of building a library. From the day one when we started this show, I started doing that. With that in mind, to start a podcast of the recordings and send it out there. So those videos are out on our YouTube as well, and they're going out to a different platform.
I tell you what, you are worldwide. Period. Period.
We are worldwide, baby. We are worldwide.
Yeah, we're not just nationwide. We are worldwide. But, the content's there. It's waiting to happen, Danny.
Yes, and I appreciate you, Michelle, listening to those. I really do. It means a lot.
Yes.
But and they're real short. They're not long. 3-4 minutes tops. But I really enjoyed going back into the archives of those and revisiting those. And I was thinking, what was going on in my life whenever I put that out to the world.
Well, I tell you what, one of these days you're going to start getting calls, and people are going to be like, you know what? I listened to you, Zen Master. I quit my job and I moved to Florida. I'm done.
I lost everything and filed bankruptcy. You're an asshole. Yeah. I thought you were going to say, somebody's going to call and say, hey, we want to hire you to do XYZ. I'll be like, where the hell you been? I've been waiting, forever.
Well, there's no such thing as an overnight success. And a lot of bands will tell you that. Even, the funniest one is Van Halen, which was called a platinum record overnight success. And they said, yeah, right. We gigged for 10 years. We couldn't even afford McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 years of hard work, and we're an overnight success. Come on.
Yeah, garage bands, playing in garages and neighborhoods and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So, it's possible. Anything is possible. And then all of a sudden, one day, you're going to get the phone call or get an email, like, poof. Then hopefully I'll get the call. Hey, Johnny, what are you doing?
Yeah. Send in a limo for you, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Again, we're going to do this show every Friday, and hopefully it'll be, we played a clip of Dan Ware's TikTok video of the week. It's a little long. I know it was a little long. Some people woke up in the middle of it and thought a comedian had taken over the show. But if we continue to do that, and that's why I always kind of like singer-songwriters do that. Like they'll whip out a new song in a restaurant somewhere where nobody's paying attention to them, and just see if they get any reaction. That's kind of what we can do here on Fridays. So really appreciate that. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so before you go. And Johnny, as always, thank you for being my co-pilot here.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Coastal Americana Radio Network.
Absolutely, man. Have a great weekend, and tell Robin happy Valentine's Day for us, and everybody else out there, happy Valentine's Day. And we really appreciate everybody being here, and have a great weekend, everybody.
Yep. We'll see you.